Hello everyone, my name is Eric. Welcome to an episode of Cathartic Gaming, and this right here is the goal. This is all we're doing. We're just looking at Donald Glover's Lando. Okay, not really. So hi. This is Star Wars Battlefront 2, a game that I enjoyed at a time. And I'm actually gonna be honest. Let me give this game some love before I give it the hate that I'm going to give it. The people who made this game did a lot of just great fan service for me. Heroes Starfighters, that's new. Heroes versus Villains, cool, we're doing that one. But they gave, I hope a round starts, we will see. I will wait at least 10 seconds, but they did a lot of great fan service by, like, having, just really funny Easter eggs. They did one really specific fan service that I think was actually for me specifically, and that is an arrogant thing to say, but let me explain. So, back when EA was making Battlefront 1, and it looks like we're going to Galactic Assault today, but back when EA was making Battlefront 1, their Facebook page, there we go, their Facebook page always had a, give us suggestions, tell us your ideas. So during the beta of Battlefront 1, literally every 5 seconds someone comments, we want droids, and every single time EA responded, we're only doing the prequels. I mean, not the prequels, fuck. The original trilogy. We're only doing the original trilogy. So, me being the troll that I am, and the shitposter that I am, I took a picture of the prune face action figure, and I just posted it on EA's page saying, hey, I hear you're only doing the originals. Let's, can we get some prune face DLC? He's an original. And there's, the robotic comment of, we'll tell our creative team, but it didn't happen. Well, fun fact, in the campaign of this game, Pruneface is actually part of the cannon fodder that you can kill. And I remember when my close friend Ben, who actually I'm about to attend his wedding, but when he first played this game, he literally stopped everything he was doing, took a picture and sent it to me because he got the game before me, to be like, Eric, they put Pruneface in the game. Anyway, so yeah. This game has done a lot of good things in just, having just some nice ideas in the campaign, some just really funny, stuff like that. But here's where I'm going to shit on it. The reason this series is happening, other than the fact that I really want to get the Donald Glover Lando, is I have every trophy in this game, even the dumb ones, even the hard ones that took me grinding for hours. I have every stupid trophy except for one trophy, and that trophy is get to experience level 50. And I am, like, experience level 33, and I've probably put at least 60 hours. So I can no longer justify playing this game if I'm at least not recording stuff. But anyway, I actually want to get into a quick story. So this is a second recording. I didn't like my first recording because my team, literally, the #1 person on my team was me, and I had 4 kills at the end of a match. The other team, the lowest person had 20 kills. I don't know what was going on, but the other team seemed to be a group of SEAL Team 6 who apparently they're on an off day. So I've decided to start up a new recording because it was really hard to talk and tell stories while also being very frustrated and getting killed every 3 seconds and respawning every 3 seconds. So hopefully I didn't just land in the exact same place. Hopefully this is a bit more of an even match, if not a match tilted in my favor. We will see, seeing that the other base is being destroyed right now. Anyway, so let me, so my first little mini story, and I'm gonna try and do this one really short, is, why am I making this video? So I was listening to kind of a motivational speaker, and they were talking about this idea that if you're an artist, if you're a creator, you just need to create. It doesn't need to be good, you don't need to love it, you just need to be making something. Good. There's gonna be a giant swarm of people coming out here in a couple seconds. Is this person still out here? Nope. Okay, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh man, I just trapped myself. Okay. But anyway, this creator had been saying, if you're going to be a creator, if you're going to be a creative type, you need to create as often and as much as possible. And part of, one of his pieces of advice was, create something every single day. Just, force yourself to get out of bed in the morning and make something. And let me be real, I haven't worked on this channel in 2 weeks, and not because of laziness, not because I've been busy, because I have been kind of depressed in relation to this channel. Right now, I think I currently have 5 videos on this channel, and they have a total of 2 views between them, and both of them are me. And I'm not saying that like to be a whiner. I'm just saying that as I ended up getting a conversation with some of my friends and family, and one person was like, "Oh, aren't you a little late to the YouTube thing? You know, isn't YouTube a new person can't get popular on YouTube anymore? Back in the old days of Vlogbrothers and stuff like that, you could be new and show up and oh my goodness, I think we're playing against that same team from earlier that's kicking our butts. It does not look good. It does not look good. Okay, I'm just going to accept that at 8:27 in the morning, the only people playing this game are an elite task force of hyper-intelligent robot people, and me. I'm just going to imagine that all of the androids from Detroit are the other team. I'm hoping to see Connor. He's my favorite. But anyway. So yeah, just doing the story real quick. I stopped making stuff. I've been sitting on footage for one of my playthroughs, and I haven't been editing it. Because here's part of it. I was really, like, I studied marketing for 4 years before I started this channel. I'm between college and a job. My entire original reason for making this channel was a way of kind of relaxing and working on having a little bit more fun in my life and doing something that I enjoy. All that said, when people have been asking me a lot recently, oh, is this for you, or is this for, is this something you're doing just for yourself? I'd love to lie and say, I really don't care if anyone sees these videos, it's just for me, this is just something that, I'm doing. But the honest truth of the matter is, wow, we went out together. Sandri won. Good job. Proud of you. We died together. An honorable death. And of course, the moment I'm dead, we start losing. Wow, that sounded really arrogant. I don't mean that I'm good. I just meant, now I'm running to our base as we're losing it. Anyway, so yeah, it was just a situation where, people in my life were giving me different advice on the YouTube thing, and a lot of them were kind of acting like, that's fine that you're doing this as long as it's just like a therapy thing, but don't expect this to be successful. And they weren't doing it to be mean, they were just kind of, trying to be realistic. They're like, hey, your main focus should be getting a desk office job right now. You shouldn't be focused on, trying to be a YouTube artist. And, at times I kind of agree. So, between that advice and seeing 0 new views on any of my videos, I realized one of the things is I haven't shared my YouTube account with anyone, and part of the reason for that is I haven't really been proud of the stuff I put out, and not because I put out bad stuff, it's just that I'm a marketing person. I want to have, a logo and, like, icon and, all the stuff that, I've been learning about marketing. I want to have a brand and a brand voice, and I want to do a couple flips towards Kylo Ren before he kills me. Adam Driver's amazing. Can we just take a break to just... John Mulaney and Adam Driver had an amazing SNL bit. It was cut for time, and it was the best John Mulaney bit, and I'm so sad it wasn't in the episode. Go watch it. It is a parody of Shape of Water. Anyway, Adam Driver, great guy. Don't know him personally, but I just like him. I like the way he acts. He was in Silence. He's about to be in BlacKkKlansman, which looks amazing. Oh, and there he is again. Hi, Adam. Bye, Adam. You can't tell, I'm making the face Tom Holland makes when he's trying to hold back the frog. But anyway, yeah, so to end the story, I'm making these videos, and I'm gonna make them as kind of, I'm not gonna say low quality, but I'm not gonna worry about, making end plates and start plates and, doing all that stuff, because I realize with a lot of the content creators who have that kind of stuff, who have kind of, a system, they developed that system, before they started making videos. They made videos first, and over time, a system just naturally developed. They found the things they liked. They, were able to decide what they wanted to do. So, all that's just a long way of saying, while I grind through this game and try and unlock Donald Glover, I am going to just talk, and I'm just going to get comfortable, and I'm just going to make one thing a day. Not maybe every day, because as much as I like that concept, I also do have a life where I have to, be at a wedding, and I won't be near my computer. But I'm at least going to try and be more, I'm going to basically just make stuff and post it, and I'm not going to overanalyze what I make. I'm just gonna go. And hopefully, eventually I get to a point where I'm saying the things that, interest me, and saying things that interest you. But we'll see. So, with all that nonsense done, it is time for today's story time. And I've decided that when I'm telling the story today, I'm I'm going to kind of hide the identity. So we're going to name all the people in this story are going to be named Steve, which will almost be confusing, but not really. So anyway, the other day, my girlfriend Steve. I'm kidding. I'm not going to name her that. I've already said my girlfriend's name on this channel. So my girlfriend Jen and I, we were watching some YouTube together. I think it was some Achievement Hunter, having a good time, and we got into a weird conversation topic of like people we know who look like famous people, you know, as you're wont to do. And as we were having that conversation, is that Kylo? I want to kill Kylo. I'm not gonna kill Kylo. He's gonna kill me. Is anyone on our team doing even good? Okay, some people are. We're not all being like me. We're gonna be a Wookiee. Here we go. Wookiee time. Watch me immediately die. But anyway, yeah. So my girlfriend and I are playing the Who Do We Know Who Looks Like Someone Famous game, and as we're doing that, one thing that actually ends up coming out is my sister's like, oh, this person on YouTube, famous person on YouTube, they sometimes have a guest, and that guest looks eerily like someone that I used to talk to while I was working in the dining hall. And, fun fact, I'm not sure if I should just say this now, but yeah, I was a dining hall cashier for the last 4 years of my life, at my college. So, anyway, I'm looking at this picture, and I'm about to die. I'm gonna start moving slowly. Good. Well, we got 2 kills out of it. You know, we can accept that. Anyway, so I look up this person that my girlfriend, you know, is talking about, and guess what? So this person, we're gonna name him Steve, but Steve, ends up actually being Steve. And what I mean by that is this YouTube linked person, so famous person on YouTube is inviting their friend Steve onto some of their videos. Well, the person I knew in real life was the exact same Steve. And immediately, I had a, when I figured that out, I had just a weird feeling, because like my first thought was like, I wonder, did Steve know that people knew that they were Steve, or did they assume that no one knew? Because I mean, yeah, they're related to someone famous, but a lot of people in my college were. And to be honest, I'm getting a little sick, sorry, but to be honest, a lot of the people who were related to famous people, if they brought it up, they, in my opinion, were kind of the more I almost killed him. He got pretty close to death. But if they brought up who they were related to, like for instance, we have a lot of kids at my school who were related to like a famous director, and they'd bring it up, and the people who bring that stuff up often are not the best people in my opinion. So anyway, Steve never mentioned that they were Steve. I mean, other than the fact that they, you know, told me their name, but I never put 2 and 2 together. And what's even funnier is the person that Steve is related to on the internet. I actually know that I mean, I don't know that person personally, but like, it wasn't like, oh, this is a YouTuber I've never heard of. It's a YouTuber who I'm like, wow, how did I not put 2 and 2 together? Why am I that dumb? Wow. That's... Yeah, we are definitely in another situation right now where I'm playing against a team of people who know what they're doing. I think right now Kara is playing as Captain Phasma, for you Detroit fans out there. Connor is being currently killed by Hank. We're gonna hide, and we're just gonna sit here, shoot, and then we're gonna die. We're gonna get real quiet. Just real quiet. So anyway, I'm gonna do the Steve story. So I find out that Steve is Steve, and here's how I met Steve, because I think how I met Steve tells a lot about how well I knew Steve. And when I say that, I mean I didn't know Steve that well. And we lost. Oh well. So anyway, when I was in college, I was 21 and I was a junior. And one day, as a 21-year-old is wont to do, I had some drink, and I had a little drink more than I should drink, and I did the drink, and I got a little drunk. And I was in my dorm room, and I got to a point of drunkenness where I was really happy and bubbly and stupid. So I just kept going to the common room and asking people in the common room to walk me back to my dorm room. And of that group was Steve and some of Steve's friends. And let me just say this. Steve is a member of a group of probably like 5 students who made me love my campus, because I was just like, you know, as much as I have a problem sometimes as an Emerson, I shouldn't say the name of the school. Oh well, I went to Emerson College. that's not really revealing anything. But as much as I sometimes was not a huge fan of our student body because a lot of people could be kind of negative and there's just a lot of doom and gloom on the campus, there were people like Steve who were always nice, always happy. And I mean, not always nice and always happy. I mean, everyone has days. But it was just, Steve lived on my floor, and every time I saw Steve, it was always, just bubbly, happy, good, positive energy that, made my day better. But Steve and their friends took care of me, and eventually, because I was drunk and giggly, I told them, hey, I'm the cashier at the dining hall. I'm going to write down a note for you guys that you all get free breakfast tomorrow, and free breakfast for life. And I had no memory of this the next day at the dining hall when Steve and friends showed up, but I mean, they were cool. They were basically telling me, like, hey, we're not actually going to hold you to something you said while you were drunk, but you did say this. So I let them in for free, and, I'm fired from that job now, so I can say that. I used to let a lot of people in for free that I shouldn't have. Whoops. In my defense, I used to use the card reader broke as my excuse. Anyway, I'm still apparently on the losing team, so we're just gonna see how long until Marcus and his friends show up. Tell me that this Detroit bit isn't working, because it probably isn't. But, who cares? Most of this is just, me running off the top of my head anyway. But, so Steve, awesome person, Steve, after taking care of me drunk, let me put this into, let me be nice about how I say this next sentence. I was locally on my campus. I was sometimes seen as the kind of person at the age of 21 who could help people get things that they might not be able to get, for reasons. Maybe they just couldn't get to the store that they needed to get to. I'm not going to go into detail. If you don't know what I'm saying, you are maybe too young to know what I'm saying. But anyway, Steve was one of the people who, I don't want to say anything bad about Steve, because Steve was awesome. Massachusetts has a really dumb law where you can legally smoke tobacco at the age of, I think, at the age of 18, like the rest of the country, but you can't buy tobacco until you're 21. Man, that was a headshot. But anyway, so Steve used to have me buy his cigarettes, and aside from the fact that I had a lot of people in my life, like, who sometimes needed help purchasing things, most of them were just kind of business, I purchased the thing, they paid me back when they had the money to pay me back, and we were good. But Steve was just a really awesome person. I mean, they always wrote really funny, like, emojis in the Venmo receipts. They were always really, like, kind and nice, and it was just one of those things where it's like, yeah, so the other day, Jenny and I were watching YouTube, so we realized that Steve is Steve, and I was like, holy shit, I can't believe that we're gonna name the YouTuber, I'm gonna name the YouTuber, let's see, what should I name the YouTuber? We're gonna name, Bartholomew, because I don't think I know a single YouTuber with that name. But anyway, I was like, holy shit, I've been buying Bartholomew's, YouTube guest, cigarettes, and they took care of me drunk, and I never knew. And there's a weird moment, and I'll admit, there's a moment of kind of weakness where I was like, a lot of times when you're a college student, oh crap. Well guys, this is why I don't have a driver's license right there. That is the exact reason. But a lot of times when you're a college student, the advice you get is this bullshit thing. And I'm not gonna say this is complete bullshit, but I don't really like this sentence. And here it is. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And this is a sentence you get a lot when it comes to getting your first job. And there's a part of me that's like, oh my goodness, I know someone who knows famous people in YouTube, who's been in videos that have millions of views, or at least hundreds of thousands of views. If I wanted to, I could, call this person up and be like, hey, help me, get famous on YouTube. And then I realized, no, that's some fucking bullshit. Because the entire time I knew Steve, I never knew who Steve was. And, like, I've graduated college, and I haven't talked to Steve since we lived on the same floor. And it's just one of those things that I'm like, that is some, like, grade A kind of bullshit right there. I would hate if someone did that to me, if someone all of a sudden turned a friendship into, like, oh, what can you do for me? And, like, I get that you're supposed to leverage your connections, and you're supposed to, like, life is about making those connections in college, and that's the thing that, Emerson sells to you every 5 seconds. It's like, you're not paying for an education, because hell knows you're not paying for an education, but you're paying for connections, you're paying for networking. And I don't know, it was just a situation where I just felt like, you know, how could I do that to someone who I had like a really decent friendship? I mean, we weren't close, but it was still in the sense that like they were a good part of my day. They were one of my favorite people who lived on my floor that year, and it would just feel kind of douchey to be like, oh, let's make it about me. Let's make it about me and my dumb YouTube show that's never going to be seen. But anyway, that's the end of my Steve story. If Steve ever watches this and asks me why I named them Steve, feel free to say who you actually are, or tell me that I have the right to do that. But yeah, I just want you to know you're an awesome person. You're one of my favorite people I ever met at Emerson. The person that you were linked to on YouTube, if they're half as awesome as you are, I understand why they have the fans they do, because you're just a decent as hell person. And, you know, thank you for taking care of me drunk. A lot of people aren't willing to do that. For good reason. I am not an easy drunk person. Also, to anyone under the age of 21 watching this, don't drink. It's bad for you. You shouldn't do it. To anyone over the age of 21, live life, you know? Just do what you want. Don't do drugs, I guess. And to anyone in a country where doing drugs is legal, you know? Where do I get a passport? Like, what's customs like over there? That joke, probably. Okay, anyway. Focusing on playing the game now. We were probably about, like, I think I'm gonna do this for 30 minutes at a pop. Someone told me that, like, YouTube has an algorithm where if you make videos longer, YouTube will favor you in the algorithm. Who is shooting me and why am I dying? Okay. I give credit to anyone who can shoot one person on the ground from up there, because once I'm in a fighter jet, I cannot... fighter jet, what am I saying? This isn't... What is this? Sorry, Starfighter. This is not that movie that I can't remember. I was gonna say, what is this? And then say a name of a movie, and I forgot the name of the movie. It's that movie with the Need for Speed. I feel so dumb right now. I don't remember the... It has people in it, and they're in airplanes, and there's a volleyball scene, and it's kind of erotic, the volleyball scene, and there's planes, and I feel like the name of this movie should be obvious to me. Also, I know a weird fact about this movie, what name I can't remember, which is everyone thinks it's about the Air Force, and it's actually about the Navy fighter pilots. It's not that. I don't know why my mind's like, oh, it's Fast and Furious. That's a car movie. Fighter jets. Full Metal Jacket. Fuck. I'm not gonna get it in time. Oh well. That's the fun part of recording stuff, especially when I'm recording stuff in the morning. Part of my brain still hasn't woken up yet. But anyway. You know, this time I'm just gonna go as Assault. I don't know why I'm going to do that. We just are. So yeah. To end the Steve story completely, Steve, if you ever see this, you're awesome. I hope your life's going well. And if for some dumb reason you're like, oh, I don't care that you know who I am and you could have totally asked me for stuff, hey, I just want you to know, you and the person you know on YouTube, I hope you guys have great careers. And like, man, I feel dumb for not putting two and two together. Like, it's not one that, like, I'm sure there was a lot of people at Emerson who didn't know who Steve was because they didn't watch YouTube. But it was one of those things that's like, the person Steve is linked to on YouTube, I've watched their content, like, I haven't watched a lot of their content, but I've watched their content, and, like, I've seen them, like, collaborate with some of my favorite YouTubers, and it was just a weird moment to be like, oh, huh. Anyway, going back to what I'm doing here. We are on Endor, we are gonna kill some people. It's bothering me, I'm usually better at talking and playing video games when my team is winning. There's a part of me that gets, like, I find this, I'm a huge NFL fan. I might alienate most of the audience by saying I'm a Patriots fan, but I already told you I'm from Boston, so deal with it. But as an NFL fan, I always find that, like, I'm really, like, lively and having a good time watching the game, until my team is losing, and then all of a sudden I just get, like, East Coast quiet. Oh, man. Sorry. But that's how I am with gaming, too, where it's just like, I'm, like, when we have the lead and we're kicking ass, I'm just over here like, oh, let's talk about life, let's talk about, you know, summer camp. But is the moment I realize that we're playing against the better team, I get a little bit like stupid in my head, and I'm like, focus, use the Force, be a Jedi. Assassin's Creed this shit. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, my weird goal, I'm going to make these videos until I can afford Donald Glover. Speaking of Donald Glover, if you're wondering why I'm obsessed with him, I don't really know. I've loved him since NBC's Community. I've been a huge Childish Gambino fan. I'm really excited. I've mentioned before, my girlfriend is one of the most amazing people in the world. She's just... she's not even going to watch this video because she's, like... I don't know. I think she deals enough with me during the day to decide to watch a video of me just talking. But, like, she's amazing, and she just got me Childish Gambino tickets for my birthday. She, you know, her... I'm sorry. I keep getting killed, and it's annoying me. I'm about to go into, like, the angry mode where I'm just going to be like, okay, we're no longer playing the game, we're just killing people. Because clearly there's only one, like, actual, like, server playing right now at 9 in the morning, and clearly it's, like, a team of just, like, I don't know who it is. Maybe the U.S. Army plays Battlefront when they get, but no, they play Call of Duty. We all know that. We'll plug you up, and
they resecured the fuel station.
Get you. Who else? I'm gonna start the override. It's gonna kill me doing it, but we're gonna start it.
Main computer override in progress.
I'm gonna die here. This is where I die. Nope, this is where I die. Fuck. Cool. I realized that part of having a YouTube channel where I talk, I'm supposed to be talking, so we're gonna get back to that. But yeah, I'm seeing Childish Gambino. I'm super excited. I love all his music. My favorite new comment is on one of his new songs. Let me look up the name of the song because I don't want to butcher this. It's not Summertime Magic. It's his other new song that just came out. It is Feels Like Summer. But on Feels Like Summer, there's a comment on the YouTube link that made my day, which was, you know, if you don't know, you know, Childish Gambino also made This Is America. And so someone said, because Feels Like Summer is actually a song about global warming and environmentalism, but it sounds like a really just laid-back summertime song. Someone made a great joke about, you know, the music video for this song is just Donald Glover, like, partying at a beach and then drowning people. And I'm like, yeah, that fits. That fits who, you know, Childish Gambino has recently been. They also say that this is going to be Childish's last album, which is sad, but, like, you know, I actually listened to an interview that he had on the topic of, you know, Childish Gambino and making music, and, like, one of the things I really respect about Donald Glover is this idea of, A, wearing multiple hats. You know, he's been a writer, a director, an actor, a comedian, a rapper. He's been Lando. He's carried an entire Star Wars movie on his back. But one of the things that I just really appreciate is he talks about how, like, you know, people get really, like, upset when he says that he's going to finish a certain part of his life, that he's no longer going to make music. And he explains that, like, to him, like, you know, it's okay for things to end. And that's something that a lot of people are just, you know, in our generation, we get really upset when things end. And I don't know, I just really respect that. I respect that mentality of, you know, being willing to end something. Like, one day when I end this YouTube channel, who knows when that will happen. Or one day when I decide my real calling in life is being a chimney sweep. And singing about my hard knock life. Also, my new favorite meme on the internet. Okay, I want to explain what just happened there. I tried to roll into that metal thing 3 separate times. But my new favorite meme on the internet is the Hard Knock Life memes. There's an amazing one for Detroit. There's a better one for Zelda. And go watch their stuff because, man, I just love the Hard Knock Life meme. I want to make one. I don't know what I'd make it for yet. To be honest, if I film enough of these episodes, I'd like, oh my goodness, there's something that fits. And we lost the round! And that's gonna be the end. Oh my goodness, that's the end of the Let's Play today. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Hopefully I've been recording. I'm going to stop recording now. It's not showing me that we... Okay, good. We did do that. So anyway, hey, thank you all for watching. Please like, favorite, comment, subscribe. Favorite's not even a thing anymore, but like and comment. Anyway, have an amazing day. See ya. Bye.